He's been yelling and cursing a lot as of late.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, I can't imagine why either, huh? Why do you have electricity?
I got that ability in the last part. Electric roll.
Did you use it at all? I don't remember
Yeah, I
seeing
did.
it. I must have been paying very little attention to the way end then, because I don't recall seeing it.
I think that was the way beginning. I want to see that tutorial area.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, well, that didn't take long.
You die in the game, you die in real life. Oh no! It was a joke! I must apologize in advance. Actually, this probably won't really be an issue. But if it does turn into an issue for a little bit, you guys might hear my door constantly, like, it'll sound like it's opening and closing. Basically, it's really windy here. How did you not die?
I got lucky, I guess.
Go back, backtrack. You have to backtrack.
I know there's bottles. Okay.
You don't have an extra hit, I can tell, because of the horseshoe thingy.
Yeah.
Can you even make that jump?
I don't think so. I was just thinking that. I was like, if I can make it, I can just.
Oh wait,
barely.
there's an upper section.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
an upper section. I see it.
Should I try for it anyway?
I mean, what do you have to lose, I guess? I highly doubt it's
no,
gonna
not that
work.
one.
Okay, never mind. This is not gonna work.
Yeah, no, not a chance.
Your double jump isn't even really a double jump.
It's like, it barely even gives you airtime like in other games that don't have a quote-unquote double jump. Like, a little bit. But...
We want to compare it to a game that we're playing on a channel. Ratchet and Clank didn't have a proper double jump until, like, basically the midway point. The midway point. If not, like, debatably the 3/4 point of the game. Or around there.
Yeah, once you get the thruster back, if you're not watching it.
Yeah.
It's a good way in. And it's probably safe to assume the people that have played this game have played Ratchet and Clank.
Probably, because this is basically
Sly,
part of Ratchet.
Sly, Jack, Ratchet, those three.
Yeah, those three.
The PS2
I guess
trilogy of
franchises. The PS2. The most iconic PS2 franchises. I can't think of anything else iconic. Because like you could say Grand Theft Auto, but I would say that's not like an exclusive PS2 specific game though.
And it would be a jarring outlier too.
There's bottles over there.
And I still need to jump down and grab the other ones too. Oh well.
I don't
that
think
early.
you're supposed to jump down that early. What's up, gamers? He's dying inside. What? Was that intended?
Oh, so now my swimming works? It seems to be very selective.
I need to step away from home to grab that foods that I was telling you about.
Alright.
We'll be back.
Gives my eye a chance to stop twitching. He's playing to kill me, I swear. Alright, let's just get the bottles. 40 of them here. Here and... Oh man. Decoy? He doesn't look like he's turning his attention away. Oh, come on! I thought I would actually have a use to that ability, and it didn't matter.
What's up, gamers? I saw you using the decoy.
It didn't work! Also, hi, Twitch. I missed you.
Wait, is it actually giving you an eye twitch?
Yes!
Maybe I should stop.
It's getting worse.
Like,
I hope you didn't think I was faking it the other day.
I always thought it was a part of your, like, shtick. You know what I mean? Because, like, oh, you had an eye... Like, oh, you had an eye twitch before.
And it's not as bad as the Bubsy one, but...
I wonder, did that originally, like, start out as a joke, and then it just
started as a
became
joke, and it just became a real thing.
So it was one of those things where you actually...
Basically a form of self-hypnosis, I guess.
I'm having breakfast. Eggs, bacon, toast.
Don't know about the other two, but I will always approve of toast, so good job.
Well, do you like scrambled eggs?
More or less.
What about bacon?
Well, who doesn't?
There's someone I know who doesn't like bacon, and
I don't think that qualifies as human. I think that qualifies as genuine monster at that point. We need to call an exorcist.
Are you sure we're not the monsters? We're eating pigs.
Maybe is it any worse than any other kind of meat?
Nope, not really. It's funny because people like PETA will give everyone shit for that, or subsets of vegans, but literally we're just animals. Like, other animals do the same thing. They kill other animals and eat them. That's what we call the circle of life. I hate how there's so much stuff, like...
Look at how obnoxious her voice is. Wow. So she's talking on the announcer head right now, the film in this area. So obnoxious. The thing is points, it's still.
On a scale of 1 to gamers, how not?
Half gamer.
Still pretty bad. What if she yelled the phrase?
Well, the Let's Play would be cancelled indefinitely, and possibly the entire franchise would be cancelled indefinitely, as far as I'm concerned.
To be fair, you could just mute the game.
I could. I mean, there's no subtitles. But the only time there's subtitles is when we have the discussions on the Banaki-com, so,
Well, I meant more like, you could mute it for yourself, so you wouldn't have to hear it.
I just don't remember the overhead announcements very well, especially for the first game. I'd honestly forgotten they were a thing in this one, that they were introduced in 2.
What?
The overhead intercom announcements. You probably can't... I know you can't hear them, but every once in a while they will start yelling things at you, or their henchmen or whatever.
Do they call you fat?
They more or less just try to insult you, so yeah, a little bit.
Just because you were bullied doesn't mean you should bully us.
I guess last part means nothing.
When will you learn that your actions have consequences? That was pointless as hell. Like, there's actually just 0 point to that.
But
there's
they have
lasers.
to make it a sneak section somehow.
There's lasers there too. Oh wait, no, never mind. I didn't see the big light. That was like blocking everything.
This must be the source of all the
Look at the security! Sorry, I didn't do my partly Bentley voice.
I mean, as much as I've given it, at this point it would be weird if you didn't.
I feel like I have to do it, like I'm obligated to do it at least once per part.
Well, at least until you beat the main campaign, which there's not actually going to be that much left, I think. Like, there's this world, the 4th world, and the 5th world's mostly story, so that one I can probably knock out in a single video.
Next month.
It. Yeah. Well, 2 months.
Well, you know what I meant.
Yeah, I know, but they might not. It's like... I almost feel bad because, like, I don't know if you noticed, but we actually got a comment on one of our videos asking for when the next slide part's going up, and I'm like, oh.
Should I warn them in advance?
Dude, I told him that there is going to be more parts, but I didn't mention anything about the inevitable temporary cancellation of all our LPs.
The combination has to be 571.
571. That's the code.
It was even worse too, because like I told him the order that we're uploading them in, but that order was broken because we had 2 Kirby's back to back.
Mind bending. It's Matthew de la Coupeau's
Wait, what?
perpetual slow
We're not back to
motion
back, but
technique.
there was a Kirby
With this
earlier than there
move,
should have been.
You can slow down
Oh.
time whenever you
Yeah, I was
want.
like, what?
Not
Back to
just
back?
on jump.
I got 2 in 1!
Hold down the triangle
I got
button
2
to
trophies
use
at
it.
once!
Of course.
It's not content of giving me 1 at a time, now it's
Literally every single part we've had a trophy.
2! I still love giving it shit purely because there's a point. There's gonna be a large chunk of the game where we're not getting any trophies for difficult tasks. So,
Oh shit. We got another sub again.
yeah,
Back
I
at
noticed that today.
150, boys.
We're back to where he was around like early January.
Yeah, when we suddenly gained like 3 or 4 subs and
And then
I
we
almost
lost them all.
ate my sock.
Well, I wouldn't say almost. There was a small possibility you might have had to eat a sock.
I see the comment. Please play Sly Cooper again.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that person thinks that, because I know there's a lot of like the commentary channels that like will start a game, then they'll get like a certain amount of parts done, and then it'll stop.
That's fair enough, and honestly, we've kind of done that to some extent.
Yeah. Well, more of we went on to, for the most part, it's more of we went on to hiatus and then we inevitably got back to it. At least there's some channels that literally, yeah, there's some channels that literally will. Like Game Grumps and stuff like that, for example, that they'll just start a game, they'll not finish it.
Well, yeah, because part 1 is always the most successful part for any LP ever.
It's true.
So if all they care about is views, then they'll just do part 1 and then they'll move on after part 2. That's what a lot of the big names do.
We're a big name. If you believe in yourself enough.
I love this so much. It's so dumb.
Looking at our channel now, which part was this on? I didn't click it.
It was one of the Kirby's. That's all I remember.
It was on a Kirby part?
I think it was
Oh no,
the Salad
it
one.
was on a Ratchet and Clank part.
Oh, I thought it was Kirby. My mistake. I just knew it was one of yours.
Okay, that makes a bit more sense now, because Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, like you were talking about a second ago. Ratchet and Sly are somewhat connected in fan bases.
Yeah.
And we just finished Jak 2 not that long ago, so... They're still increasingly funny because we never did the first game.
Wait. Why do I have our video playing? That's confusing.
I don't know.
Oh, our videos look terrible in 360p.
I mean,
Specific-
most videos do. Just because
Specifically-
they're rated to.
The Ratchet and Clank video that I clicked with the comment looks actually horrendous.
I just set it to auto 720p these days. Anything lower than that is almost guaranteed to be garbage.
It looks
It's
actually.
passable on some things. But
It looks okay in 480p. For the
the
most
original
part.
game was 480p, but
Yeah.
again, bitrate.
And then, of course, 720p literally fixes any sort of issue it might have.
So yeah, we ain't running at, so again, makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Although then again, YouTube doesn't like making sense. Sonic Sega Racing is playing at 1080p, but it still looks terrible.
I wonder if that's something just related to your OBS, and we were just like too lazy to figure it out.
It's not. I even checked the rendered file after it went through Vegas. Nope, it still looks great. It was YouTube, 100%. Yes, I realize that in hindsight I should have done the same thing in the Jak 2. I'm painfully aware of that.
You want to render every Jak 2 part? And
Not necessarily 4K, but probably should have bumped up to 1080 or something.
what the hell? How did this piece of bacon get in my sleeve? How did that even happen? What? How's it even happen?
I don't know. I can't see you.
Maybe you can. Guys, we've been roommates for 3 years. I'm joking. We haven't. Don't take that seriously.
I haven't even been to your hometown. I'm pretty sure you've never been to Phoenix either, so...
I've never been to Arizona once.
Exactly.
I've been close to Phoenix, or not Phoenix, I've been close to Arizona, I've been in Vegas. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's what most people can say. Honestly, probably for the best. Most people that aren't natives here really hate it here purely because I still think he's not even that big of an issue, but...
Well, you're so used to it at this point.
Like, I hate it more in other places because it's so humid.
Oh.
Which to me, that completely negates the heat issue.
It's weird because I used to like humidity more, or not, or like I used to like it. Not like it, but like
I get physically ill from too much of it, so
I didn't.
I hate it.
Yeah, I meant like I didn't hate it as much as comparatively to what's it called? Like to normal heat for a really long time, like just pure heat from the sun. Because I was so accustomed to just pure heat without any like much humidity, and then I lived in Minnesota for 4 years, and now I know what like painful humidity is like.
Yeah, I lived in the Midwest for a good while, so I completely understand.
Down home cooking, another gimmick level. Is this just like the gimmick world?
I mean, this game has a decent number of... Not even this game, this franchise has a decent number of gimmicks.
Would you say it's a gimmick franchise?
Honestly, yeah, a little bit.
Why are there ghosts suddenly?
Because
The tone of this place is weird. The tone of this place is weird. First you were in a swamp, and then you were like in a voodoo place, and then you were like in the woods, and then like now you're ghosts? Like, what's going on?
We're still in the swamp, it's just a haunted swamp.
But it wasn't haunted at the beginning. At least it didn't seem haunted.
But maybe that's the point, maybe it's not supposed to seem haunted at first, and as you get further in.
Well, why would the villain want to live in a haunted swamp?
Because she makes it haunted.
How do you make something haunted?
She does voodoo.
That's
her thing.
That is offensive.
I mean, that's literally her gimmick.
I know, but voodoo is not like just. It gets a bad rap for being like, oh, it's this paranormal crazy stuff. When I've actually I don't know it like personally, but I've like seen documentaries and stuff relating to it. It's not as like crazy as it's made out to be.
Congratulations, you just decided for like 99% of stereotypes.
What?
Like, that's not unique. That's like 99.9% of stereotypes, man.
I know, it's just dumb. Sometimes I just hate stereotyping. I guess rather I hate like the like radical stereotyping, if that makes sense. Like people are like, oh, this is particularly bad or whatever because blah blah blah. Like Islam is bad. I know this is getting into dangerous territory, but it's a good example.
No, it's not getting into dangerous territory. You're in dangerous territory.
Yeah.
What the?
Like,
Try again. What?
Like, what? Because the time went out.
Oh, I didn't even see there was a timer.
On the bottom left. Yeah, you were really close, but yeah, no, it's like, you know, people give a lot of things a bad rap, and it's like, it's not really that bad. It's just always, people will stereotype things, and there's always going to be the select few people that follow said stereotype, and then everything gets misconstrued.
That's where the stereotype comes from in the first place.
And then the stereotypes become actuality. And then reality bends into itself. And then a black hole forms in the center of the country. And then The stars align. With the
It's just getting
planets.
weirder and weirder, and I'm not sure if I love it or hate it.
And then, from the corner of the shadows, the Thievius Raccoonus comes out and
Still not
says,
sure if I love that name or hate it.
"Hello, I am the Thievius Raccoonus. Some would call me a sly raccoon."
This is why I keep dying! Those things just come out of nowhere.
You know, they say the words. I can't say it now. I feel bad. like I genuinely feel bad.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Like, you're like, oh no, I have a genuine eye twitch about it. And I'm like, well, okay. I feel like I'm bullying you or something at that point. Speaking of bullying, when are we playing Banjo-Tooie? Yeah, those two don't correlate at all. That just came to my mind.
I'm trying
Okay.
to... I mean, you gotta play Kazooie first, so whenever that shows up on the randomizer, you decide to play it yourself, whichever.
When does that... I'll probably end up picking the game before the randomizer is unbanned from our
probably.
channel
It's,
anyways.
well, I mean, it's unbanned at the end of March, so...
Well, I was actually probably going to pick it up after Ratchet and Clank. So I feel like of all the games that you and me have talked to privately, that's the one that I've probably brought up the most.
I guess it is kind of an odd duck of things that we probably should have done already, but didn't. Oh, come on!
Wow, you're so bad. I'm joking. Sorry. I love you.
I mean, that's not a joke. He's factually correct. I'm terrible at video games, don't you know? You're all
Hey,
watching, you know.
You fucking suck at video games. God, you're so bad. You're so terrible at games. You know that? You know you're the worst person in the entire universe at
This
games.
is This is getting more and more correct.
Even my mom can play video games better than you.
I'm pretty sure my mom can play video games better than me blindfolded.
Oh, wow. Speaking of moms in Banjo-Kazooie, she's actually the main reason I even like got into that game. Well, I won't talk about it too much. Maybe I'll save that story for when we inevitably get to it.
I
if
have a similar story with Crash, which again, first also I'm gonna take mine until then. Although the short version is, I wanted to get Raymond and she thought it looked like Raymond, so she got it.
For me, it was more of my mom literally just like played a lot of Banjo-Kazooie, and then I deleted her save when she was at the final boss.
That is mean.
Look here, I didn't mean to. I was like freaking 4 years old or something. And I remember vaguely we rented Banjo-Tooie and I was upset because we didn't actually own the game. So I think it went something like that. Hit the chickens.
Oh, right, of course.
Get rid of the rest that are there. No survivors.
Last raccoon standing, let's go. That's all the keys.
Victory Royale.
Speaking of which, when are we gonna do another Fortnite video?
Oh, good question. First, we have to learn how to floss in real life. And then secondly, we need to learn if we like or dislike the name Thievius Raccoonus.
Does love to hate count or hate to love?
No.
Oh.
Yes. No.
Alright, boss time, let's go.
This boss is called A Deadly Dance.
Also, I feel like calling this the boss is kind of insulting the bosses everywhere.
Is it piss easy or is it not really like a boss in a traditional sense?
It's QuickTime events. Lots and lots of QuickTime events.
Cooking up an army of ghosts isn't a very
I saw like the little like
pastime.
things behind her and I figured, oh, this is gonna be like Eggman in Labyrinth Zone, but
I see your
guess
mouth
not.
moving.
There's a few bosses in the series that do that, but this is not one of them, I don't think.
how the hell is she like
Well,
on her
it's your
tail?
Tail.
Like how does she hold herself up?
Let them fly.
I have no idea. Good question.
The stereotype is getting progressively worse. I just want to say that.
I mean, if stereotypes bug you, let's stay the hell away from this franchise. I use them all the time.
Oh, they don't bug me too much. I think it's
This game probably has the worst, but
really
they're in all of them.
I mean, to be fair, that was a really big thing for like all of not all of the PS2 era, but for a vast majority of it.
Quite true. Why don't I have my servant?
Is there a banjo playing at least?
Escort you
No.
over here.
There's no music whatsoever.
What's the catch?
You had one job, game.
Much.
You just had to hit me with that banjo.
I like to play with all my annoying gadgets.
That was the Canada level.
Well, I'll unleash
Look here.
my mighty
A banjo is a
might
banjo.
upon you.
True.
And a kazooie is a kazooie. Back to banjo kazooie we go.
You'll dodge it just fine.
Is she gonna shut
If
up?
not,
She's literally just telling us this boss is a quick time event.
A little voodoo, Simon says, huh?
Is it DDR?
Sounds easy enough.
I wish. I wasn't joking. Was not joking.
It's Odin's game.
It is. Except it's many times easier.
Yo, Sly. I'm pretty sure if you like strategically position yourself really close, like basically hugging the turtle, she'll never hit you.
I mean, yeah.
Dude, if I was him, I'd be like, why are there floating symbols coming at me?
What are these symbols? Oh, there's an X symbol. Okay.
Yeah, for when you have to jump. So is this another quick time event?
Of course it is. You have to ask.
Hey Sly, just jump when you see the thing come immediately and you'll be fine. Come on.
I mean, that would be the logical answer, but no.
How do you even throw symbols? I want this magic.
I know, right?
Imagine just going out in real life and tossing PlayStation symbols at people.
Like, he's saying voodoo. I didn't even notice that.
Voodoo?
Voodoo.
Oh. Who's saying voodoo?
Sly. Because he's making little grunts whenever you hit the button and puts.
So he just says the word voodoo occasionally?
Yes.
That's kind of
the
weird.
triangle X inputs.
That's kind of weird.
Ruby's saying it too.
I can see her saying it,
Yeah.
but him?
I mean, he is supposed to repeat it, so I guess that makes a little sense.
Is he like, but he's dodging the spells.
Like, he's supposed to mimic it to dodge it.
Man, this is the hardest boss yet.
Seriously. Also, I would just like to mention how ridiculously difficult this boss was on PS Now. It's not really on the game at all. Just.
I wonder why.
Oh, I know. Like, it was awful. The first bits weren't so bad, but this segment here, where I don't know if you can tell the screen jumper, it's really fast now.
You thought Ape Escape was bad.
Hey, where's the quick time events in Ape Escape?
No, I meant with the delay.
Oh.
I know I didn't mention the delay, but we were on the same page anyways.
Hey, since we're talking about Ape Escape anyway, can the final boss just self-destruct? I missed literally the final input!
It's an X! You have to restart the entire boss probably.
It's probably
Including
just,
the platforming section.
That was no! I was expecting you to start from the bug, but no. Okay, we're going all the way. This is why I ended up hating this boss so much. Right now it's all coming back.
Wake me up inside.
I'm not even holding the controller all the way. I just have like my thumb over the face buttons and that's it.
Just like stretch. Ugh. Ugh. Tell me when you're done stretching. Did you actually stretch too?
Bit.
Ugh, I'm stretching. Can that tail attack even hit you? I swear I've seen the AoE like hit you, but it's just done nothing.
Possibly?
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta toss out this plate.
I don't blame you. Like, this boss is boring as hell.
I have to toss out this plate. I'll be right back.
For what it's worth, this is by far the worst boss in the franchise, so... Just that. There's nothing I can say about this. It is literally quick time events. I didn't really listen to the music, but no banjos. Fielder needs to elaborate on that. Slightly disappointed now, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Seriously, every time. Okay, back to this phase. Nope. Don't. Okay, note to self. Don't screw up on the final button input. You have to do the whole thing again. I almost missed that one. Just get over there already, please! Almost missed it again. Just barely got it.
We got Romper
You
here.
certainly got some rhythm,
Ah, get her face away from me.
But it won't
Easy
help
thumbnail
you
for
none
you.
if
Oh, I know, right?
fixing
Oh,
it
of course.
with a pan
That would make sense, though.
Why isn't it called Dance Ruby Dance?
With a capital T.
Because that's her name.
If you go poking around his stronghold
Exactly.
in China,
I guess Dance
Well,
Dance
like
Ruby
you'll
works
likely
here because
get
DDR.
poked
So
back.
Yeah, well, if there's anything...
it was like
that,
DDR.
I think I'll manage.
What's the run like an Egyptian
Ms.
one,
Ruby's
though?
section of the Thievius Raccoonus held notes from my pioneering ancestor, Slighton Common. His invisibility technique allowed him to steal from corrupt pharaohs and greedy noblemen. Right on schedule, Inspector Fox's arrival cued my exit. The production of zombies, made illegal in the World Peace Accord of '71, earned Ms. Ruby a life sentence behind bars. While the gang and I enjoyed a few weeks in the tropical sunshine, working on our tans in preparation for our next caper.
Travel plans to China have all been
You'll
worked
cut it
out.
out because
Last time I'm gonna be able to do this, I think, because
Boing, boing,
he's
boing,
covering
boing,
the
boing.
last roll of the game.
boing 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 boing. That's not how strings work.
No, definitely not. I'm not even sure if that's how balls work.
I'm not sure that's how bellies work.
Definitely not. Those knees are deeply concerning too.
Oh God. Well, we'll see you guys next year.
That's it.
When
We got nothing else. Just see you then. Goodbye.
yeah, when Winston eats a potato salad.